So at the end of the last stream, we secured our alliance with these chaps over here in Mysonopolis. And we did that because it meant that now in warfare, we can count on their troops, whether it's defensive or offensive, to back us up, as long as we have enough prestige to call them in. Now, that means our goal can now be to take over some territory in Dyrrhachium here, which would allow us to then form, eventually, the kingdom of Epirus. So, the first thing we're going to need to do is have a reason to declare war. It's not good enough for us to just go, I want that territory. We don't have any right to that territory. So, if we tried to click and declare war now, we wouldn't be able to. We don't have a reason. So, the most common way, if you're starting like we have as a feudal ruler in feudal territory, to start a war is you need to kind of send your realm priest, your chief priest, off to go through dusty books and find a very spurious reason as to why you should be able to invade somewhere. And that's going to cost you gold. So that was one reason why we had to get alliances early on. We couldn't just wait to build buildings, is this is going to cost us gold. Now over here on the council page, we have a button. And we'll go through all of these council roles in the next video. But for now, what I'm going to tell you is say that actually, councillors have tasks. And your bishop up here, and he's got a rating as well. Our bishop's actually quite good. He's 15. Remember, 10 is baseline. He has a job role, which is fabricate claim on a county. So what we're going to do is say to him, we would like you to go over here and fabricate a claim here, and we want you to find a really spurious reason as to why we can attack Dyrrhachium in order to get Antipatrea. So that's what he's going to do, and it's going to take him 17 months to work out how to do that. So we're going to leave him going, and he'll get on with that. Now, time is going to pass, but before we can unpause and let time pass, there's a couple more things we need to do. And the last one we'll talk about this video is going back to our character. What we haven't done yet is picked a lifestyle. Now, this is one of the games where think of it as kind of leveling up in RPG terms. We can send our character down different paths in life. And those different paths that he goes down are going to boost his skills in different ways. Now, explore all of these paths on your own. Remember, I'm not here to teach you all the ways to play the game. But what I am here to say is no matter what character you're starting out as, I highly recommend that the first path you go down, if you're just still getting used to the game, is Stewardship. And the reason you go down Stewardship is because it gives you early game income boosts. And when you're like the level we are, income is everything early on. Income allows you to fabricate claims like we're doing here so that you can conquer places. You spend money when your troops are raised and in the field. You need to spend money to build buildings. So just getting going early on can be so critical and dependent on doing stewardship things. So I know it's really, really tempting to kind of go, well, actually, my character is diplomatically inclined, and you'll see that because that'll be the thing he gets a boost in. No matter what it is, if you're starting at Duke level or below, chances are you probably want to start off with Stewardship. Now, the game has randomly picked a bunch of automatic traits for us early on here. Yours may be different if you're starting a different save, and it's picked those randomly because you start accruing almost experience points from the moment you turn 16, and obviously our character is older than 16 when the game starts, so the game has given him some random traits already. But you can see here that these are the things that it's unlocking. You know, we've unlocked some extra actions and events we can take, and again, I'm going to let you discover them for yourselves, but you can see that these are all doing different benefits and boosts based on what we do. But for your sanity and peace of mind, I'm going to tell you there's two things you want to be thinking about. Now, if you remember from earlier videos, I said up in this top corner, you've got a little number that tells you how much territory you can comfortably control. We are under our limit at the moment. That number is calculated, as you can see here. We get 2 by being a duke. We're getting 1 from being Greek, because that's actually giving us some bonuses, which again you can explore at your leisure. We're getting 3 from our stewardship. And that number is because 15 divided by 5 is 3. So for every 5 you have in this, you can control 1 more bit of territory, 1 more bit of your domain. Now, we look at this number and we go, well, actually, we've got 4 and 6. So we're fine. We've got space to take up 2 more territories, which is fine, because we want to conquer at least 2 territories off of this chap up here. So we're actually set in that. Now, you might be looking at your character, and you might be on 12, or you might be on 13 or 14, or you might be on 9 or something like that. Well, if you're not on a nice round number, let's say 10 or 15, then when you're picking your very first life path to go down, one of these lifestyles that you pick from this side is domain focus. And you can see that what that does is, while it's active, it's going to give you +3 to your stewardship. So if my domain limit was, if I only had less than 15 in stewardship right now, but I knew that another 3 on top would push me over 15, I would take this focus for the duration of while we're going down the path of doing things, because it's going to allow me to take more territory. But because we're already over the 15, and because money is so important for us, I'm actually going to take wealth focus, because wealth focus is just going to boost our income, and for us that's really critical early on. So we're going to pick this as our lifestyle, and you can only change this every 5 years, but you can change it, so don't worry. And now we're going to learn experience points in that, and we're going to get a 10% boost on our income. And we're going to pick, as we go through, some traits that kind of we like and are going to benefit us and do things. And again, explore those at your own leisure. But all I'm saying now is stewardship is a great way to start. You'd be surprised how much that 10% different income can make early on. And similarly, you'll be surprised how easy it is to not realize that you're about to go over your domain limit when you're trying to conquer a place. It's a thing that a lot of people get wrong. That +3 can be critical to getting you into a position where you can take a little bit more territory. So that's the end of this video. And when we come back, we're going to look at what we do next and what happens when our claim is ready to go, and talk a bit about our council and how we're going to set up our council back up before we unpause.